All right, turning now to another Fox News alert. Republican lawmakers are sounding off on David Weiss's special counsel appointment to the Hunter Biden probe.
Mr. Weiss is the single architect over that sweetheart plea agreement deal. I am very fearful that appointing the special counsel is just an attempt to stonewall Congress's investigation of the Biden family.
This was a political decision, not a legal decision. They're trying to put out a fire, and they just poured gasoline on it.
Another one of those lawmakers is Senator Ron Johnson, and he joins us now. Senator, great to see you this morning. How do you explain the appointment of David Weiss?
Good morning. Well, I'd explain it as a corrupt act. There's no doubt about the fact that Merrick Garland has done nothing to restore integrity and confidence in the Department of Justice, just like Christopher, our FBI director, Christopher Wray, has not restored confidence in the FBI. And it's tragic. These are institutions that the American people need to have confidence in. But as my colleague stated, David Weiss, he is the architect of the sweetheart deal. He's the U.S. attorney that allowed the statute of limitations to expire on the more serious tax charges. This is just a travesty. This is not going to restore confidence at all in the Justice Department.
Is there any reason to believe?
Or give people faith that Hunter Biden is going to be treated equally under the law.
Right. Senator, is there any reason to believe, do you have any expectation that the outcome will be different? David Weiss's title has changed. Why should we think the treatment of Hunter Biden will change?
Well, we have no expectation that it would change. The sweetheart deal, the plea agreement, was really a grotesque miscarriage of justice. I mean, this is something that the U.S. Attorney Weiss and his prosecutors, they tried to pull the wool over the eyes of the court, of the judge. Fortunately, the judge saw through it and asked some pretty embarrassing questions, and they had to retreat from the deal. And now that's been all blown up. But is it really blowing up? Obviously, these prosecutors, U.S. Attorney Weiss has no intention of holding Hunter Biden or any of his family members, including President Biden, who is corrupt, who has lied repeatedly to the American public. That is a fact. We know it. He has no intention of holding them accountable. We needed an independent prosecutor here in some way, shape, or form. The regulations state the special counsel has to come outside of government. He's obviously in government, but I think the more serious offense is he has no independence whatsoever. He's probably the least independent individual that Merrick Garland could have appointed. And that's who Merrick Garland appointed. Go figure. Yeah,
the law requires, as you point out, them to appoint a special counsel outside the government. It's seemingly a brazen act of corruption by Merrick Garland. There is one group, though, that's interested in holding this potential crime in the Biden family accountable, who's looking to investigate, and that is House Republicans. I recognize that you're in the Senate. I know that you have relationships with people over in the House, but you also understand the law. Will this affect that investigation in any way? Will this put David Weiss beyond the reach of the House and their subpoenas and James Comer? Will it put other pieces of evidence in jeopardy?
Certainly, Senator Grassley's, in my experience, when we had John Durham's investigation out there, we were denied access to all kinds of documents that we were requesting, always under the excuse that, well, we have an active investigation, we can't turn that information over to you. So the Department of Justice, the FBI have basically insulated themselves from congressional oversight and from public scrutiny, and they do it by having an active investigation. So I would expect this is going to dramatically frustrate the House's ability to actually get to the truth of the matter here.
All right, Senator Ron Johnson, thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Have a good day.
Okay.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.